program hosted by the Don and McQuay, where when you jumped in, they were discussing an issue involving our own Tinny.
Yeah.
And one thing led to the other. You decided to settle the supposed debt. What made you choose to pay that money?
Thank you. Like you said, it was right here. I was seated where Bulldog is sitting. Sorry, Bull God. You know, I'd finished from Joy, so I just wanted to hail the two brothers and run away. Because, you know, you know me, I really, they shy interviews and that, but people don't know. So I said, make I hail them and run away. So say, oh, you don't go come, oh, you do already with that. So by the time I got in here, they were talking about an issue already on radio. I was not really paying attention. But before I sat, I had to see the video back to be sure, that's to be able to. So before I sat, and the conversation had gone to a point where Chega just threw it to me and be like, oh, so if somebody pay something around those ends, oh, Stone, like this one, if you go fee, you go nice. So that's how he presented. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because before I sat, I remember hearing something about Tinny. So I'm like, why not? And I think I must have. I didn't really even pay attention to what it really was, if the amount. So I was, you know, but irrespective, boss Bibi Sanam say, oh, why not?
So you didn't even know how much money was involved.
You know, the video is there. The video is there. Sometimes when you talk that thing, you forget some things. Me especially, you know. So the video is there. So bang. I just sat down, and then the guy, and then I said, yes, why not? So I think the guy wanted to continue to talk and explain. And I said, no, that one, I don't know about it. But the forward way they need, specifically like that, where it's, oh, boss, if you say so, the others. Okay, so I said, then we're going to leave the money with Don Chega so that you can come and pick it up.
Right.
God knows. At that time, I had settled in already. I didn't even say, oh, I go send you. You know, there are some ways that you can say things that would mean that you want to take shine off of the thing. So I said I would leave it with Don Chega so that you come and collect. There was nothing relating to Tinny. At that point, I didn't forgetting about whose issue it was. Honestly, done. We went out there. I used the ATM. I left it behind, and I know we left it. Further on, I saw a lot of news. I chanced upon a few that I wouldn't even retweet because it will sound some way or it feels some way when somebody sees it. Because we have fans who are really happy when we do some of these things and use it against other people, you know. But I don't condone that level. So time passed, and then when I heard, I think it was Hagler who sent me the video. Have you seen this? Mahaka? I'm like, hey, what is loading? Make us see what thing be. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm not really surprised about school. And then it fled in the news. It's all over. But it's a real effect. I really felt sad because I've been knowing that a lot of people don't like me. I've been knowing, you know, but I don't take it to heart. I still manage to do me. I'll be honest, in this industry, I've faced my fair share of hatred, and I'm still facing it. I think it's generally because, you know, people have their own fears and have their own scars that, you know, it's only reflecting on other people, you know, where it's really not supposed to be. You see, Tinny is somebody I've respected, you know, irrespective of knowing his stance, you know, when it comes to a few things, we still have to respect him because it's based off on their fabric that we're here today. You know what I mean? It's based off on other people's fabric that they came. Still is going to be based off on our fabric that other people will come. That thing is something I really, really need for people to pay attention to, especially artists. Like, no matter how new, big, fresh you get, you have to have that understanding that people have built that block to a point. So I never put dirt on people's name without any cause, you know, because we are all humans, you know. So when Tinny just went on that hard, it hit me because see somebody with an open heart and that, but I didn't take it too deep. It only now closed it for me where he really stands, maybe when you see a tweet or two and you know it's all vibes, but now you understand that, look, this guy didn't even take time to check it. And you could have called me before, you could have no, like, bro, I was just walking and I saw something I could deal with and I dealt with it. And even so, I had to thank the guy. I'm like, you could have chosen not to accept.
Right.
When he thanked me on air, I said, no, thank you too, because you could have said no. That be that whatever you have in mind, you are pushing it. Maybe you want it to go to and the thing is with the police. And if somebody says something is with the police, I think it is believable, Kakra, because a police force is a legal institution. You can't just lie on police and say the thing is there. So that was one thing that made me know, say, even if I had to think on my toe, it is true a situation to deal with. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a police now, or can say, and a grand guard be an EBBA, instantly I know, so this, we for wait, make we check if it's a credible situation. So big respect to Tinny. Whatever made him say that, I think his reason that he added to the interview at the time that I didn't call him before or after, I think is flawed. It doesn't warrant for you to, you know, squeeze me in such a manner to insult my intelligence when I think that we owe you guys the respect, at least, you know, just like other people should owe us the respect to also. But this is what you face, bro. I'm telling you. There's a lot of talk love, but there's no action. I can point and beat my chest that I'm one person who doesn't talk love, but I show a lot of love inside and within. I'm very honest. There are so many things that you don't hear, you won't hear. But when you get to hear them, then you give me my stone. Any Stonebwoy anyway. You know? Yeah, but people talk love, they don't show love. They don't know love. So
when you saw the video and the insults that came with it, what was your first reaction? Your immediate reaction?
Yeah, it just finished it for me to know that, like, you know, you might take it lightly, but take it serious. You know, sometimes you forgive people and you forget things and you realize that, oh, we're all cool. But that only reminded me, which is even normal, that, look, people don't like you like that. There's signs he show, or this tells it for sure that he don't like you.
So will you work with him?
You see, I'm not sure I would want to work with him now. The truth be told, I'm sorry how they're going to turn this around. But if you can realize, over the past times, I've only released a song. Myself, I've only released Therapy in a while, and I'm about to drop a next one. I think why I am not working with anybody, not just him, I've had a lot of phone calls to do features that I've not really shown. You know, they should remember that I'm the same one who will pick a phone or go on Instagram and hit up Mr. Drew to say, let's do a joint. So it is time now that I'm focusing on for my next project. So that's the only reason why I may not work with anybody within this period until after my album is dropped. And even so, now it goes beyond just my decision to do a collab with somebody, because we are now working at a level where we're striving to want to hit the next level. So it should be understandable. Like, working with any foreign artist or any foreign mind understands this easily. To be honest, I've worked with people that I can't release because they can't clear the song right now. I'm only extending it to explain that we shouldn't be taking it too harsh when somebody says, you know, oh, Stone, Charlie, this song, if I go give Stone, no, we know say it go work. And then they go find your way. But when you turn it down, they hate you immediately. They be like, they say you're trying to want that. It shouldn't be like that. Like, it's a thing we have to try and forget, especially if we are creatives, you know.